Hello lads and lasses, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm talking about Newcastle's. I'm predicting where Newcastle are going to finish in all of their competitions. We're going to go top goal scorer, we're going to go top assister, and I think that's it. Probably and player of the season as well. Actually, we'll do that as well. We're back in my little patch of grass in Leazes Park. I've claimed it, it's mine now. Squatters' rights on the patch of grass. That didn't make any sense. Anyways, that doesn't matter. So we're going to predict where I think we're going to finish in the league, both FA, Carabao and Champions League. Top goal scorer. I've already said all this. Don't know why I'm repeating it, but I am. Before we get into any of this though, if you're not already, or if you find yourself here quite often, go down below, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 200 by the end of the year. Hit the like button while you're down there, turn those notifications on so you know when I upload a new video. There'll be a new video tomorrow as well, the day before the first Premier League game, and also the day we get the first Prime documentary exclusive video thing. So I will also have a little review on that probably. I don't know whether that'll be up on the Friday or if it'll be up on the Saturday or Sunday, but do expect that. I will be doing my preview for Saturday's game tomorrow, and then on Saturday I might have a vlog on for myself for the game, and then on Sunday I'll have my review. We've got videos galore currently. There might be a couple of double upload days depending on how things go. A lot of news, as I said, that Prime video, so stick around for all that. Turn those notifications on, hit that subscribe. But this video, let's get into it. So, Premier League, where do I rank us in Premier League? I don't actually see we're getting Champions League again. Just because we have to play Champions League this season, we've got the Cups, we've got the League, we've got a lot of competitions to compete in. So I don't think we actually get it again this year. I do think we've dropped down to 5th. I could say we're 5th or 6th. I've got Liverpool in that other spot. But I mean, a lot of these outside the top 4 sides have a shot of finishing 5th or 6th. So like Tottenham, if they can keep Kane, I think if Kane goes, they're in trouble. As news this morning broke, that €100 million deal has been accepted by Tottenham. It's now just on Kane. I don't think he's going to go personally. I think it's too close to the Premier League season starting. I know he said if it started he would stay. I still think he's going to stay. I think that was just like a thing he was saying so that when the Premier League did start he didn't have the awkwardness of saying no. But yeah, Tottenham are in trouble if they don't keep Kane, and then Aston Villa and Brighton can sort of push up into that 7th spot. I think interchangeable there, but I do think 5th is it's still a really good season. If we can make Champions League knockout rounds, if we can get deep into the cup runs, I think 5th is actually a really, really good season for this year. I think we were very quick off the mark. Well, not quick off the mark. I think we did really well last season to get 4th, and I think we were early on where we wanted to be. I think we've overdone ourselves, so I don't think a drop in table is actually a bad thing. I think it's a good thing, because we're in all of these competitions now. We're wanting to make runs, we're wanting to win something. And speaking of winning something, I think we win the Carabao Cup this year. I mean, we were close last year, got beaten out by Man United. We just need to keep the dips in form not dipping that much, and I think we'll be okay actually, because that is what kind of stopped us last year, the dips in form from Callum Wilson, the injuries we had. I think that was a big reason why we ended up losing that final. But I think this year we go and we win it, and then we've got something to say. We've won a trophy finally. It's been 70 odd years or whatever. Finally won a trophy. I'll take one of the Mickey Mouse Cups, because it's like the Papa John's Trophy, but for Premier League teams, really, isn't it? I'd take it though. I'd still enjoy the Carabao Cup win, and then FA Cup. I think we make quarterfinals. I don't think we make a massive run in the FA Cup. I think because it's more of a late season cup, we'll be tired from runs in the Champions League and the Carabao, and we'll be focused on the league again, I think. So I don't think we make as deep of a run in the FA Cup. I think we leave that for something like next year when we can improve the squad even more. We can get more depth, because obviously that's going to take more than just the one transfer window. You'd be mental to say that we're perfect now. We still need players, especially when a lot of them are escaping. Where like Zaniolo might have turned out to just be agent talk and he's on his way to Aston Villa. That's something I seen this morning, so that's great. But yeah, I think quarter-final for the FA Cup, we win the Carabao Cup, and then we've got a trophy under our belts. Eddie Howe, stick him in the Hall of Fame. Yes. Anyways, the Champions League, as I said, I think we'll make... Well, I want to make a knockout. I think we would make the round of 16. It all depends on my group that we get. I will be doing a reaction live on Twitch, or I can do it on YouTube. Let me know what you would prefer of the Champions League draw when that's done at the end of this month. So yeah, I think we could make the round of 16 if the groups are kind enough. We'd definitely make the round of 16 if we get the likes of a Real Madrid and a Bayern Munich in the group. I think we might struggle a little bit and then we might not get through, but I wouldn't put out. I do think we'll get another knockouts, and then if we do have to drop to the Europa League, because that's always a possibility as well, being in the Champions League, we dropped down to the Europa. I don't think we make it past the first knockout round we're in. I think we'll get knocked out of the Champions League and then we'll straight away knocked out of the Europa League. But I still think that's pretty successful, just because of where we're at still. I mean, we've got some world-class players, but we also have the likes of Dan Burn and Matt Targett still playing left-back forward. So we just need another transfer window, and I think we can start making deeper runs in all of these competitions, like the Champions League, like the Europa League. Because next season, I reckon we'll be in the Europa League again. So it just depends on how things go, how depth actually works for it. Because there's always the chance that depth messes us up, and we're ending up playing with two actual centre mids, and we have to drop Matt Ritchie in there, like we have done over pre-season. So yes, but they're my league and cup predictions. I think they're more than realistic. I don't think I'm being quite delusional saying we'll win the Carabao Cup, get the quarter-final of the FA, get to a knockout in the Champions League. Because at the end of the day, it all comes down to how good we play on the day. One of my favourite quotes, and I can't remember who said it, is luck actually improves based on your skill, pretty much. It's not the exact quote, it's something like that, and I can't remember who said it, so I can't even look it up to tell you. But I believe in that. The more you improve as a player, the more lucky you actually get. I mean, we can do that. I mean, we've seen under how the likes of Murphy, likes of Almiron, the likes of Joe Linton get much better, so they're going to get much luckier. So I think we actually, in turn, as a football club, get much luckier in these competitions. I will be trying to go to a Champions League game, well, all of the Champions League games, but if not, hopefully the Stack's built by then, because then I'll go watch it at the Stack. But I think that'll be quite a good environment. It's the first European competition we've been in 20 years. I think it'll be good to see everyone down there, see what kind of clubs we can get. I think we'll be pretty sound. Yes, so that is my competition predictions. We'll get on to the player predictions now, goals, assists, and player of the season. Now I think pretty obviously Alexander Isak gets the most goals this season. I know I've tipped Barnes to get 20 goals this season. I got me so excited, we'll say. It's not realistic, but I genuinely think he could get close to those numbers this year with this team. He was doing 13 goals and 5 assists for Leicester. Poor Leicester. Imagine what he can do in this team. He's already shown it in the friendly against Villarreal, where he scored 2 goals. So it just depends on who starts, because of course we've got Gordon as well. But I think Isak easily gets 20 plus goals this year. I don't think anyone's questioning that. As long as he can stay uninjured. I mean, we've had the injury problems at striker with Callum Wilson. I mean, Isak even picked up a bit of an injury last year. So as long as we can keep all the players fit, we're continuously rotating the side like we need to do. We're playing with 2 great 11s. I think we'll actually be all right. I think Isak does get those 20 plus goals, and he is top goal scorer this season. Assists, however, it's a bit of a difficult one. I mean, Trips was top assister last year with 9, and then it was Almiron. So I'm not actually sure who gets most assists this year. We could make a shout for Tonali. It's coming in. I think if he does get top assists, he would come on late and get lots of assists later on in the season. He can also take set pieces very well, which is where most of his assists came from for AC Milan. So it just depends really. But personally, I would say it would be Tonali, and then close second by Trippier, because I think Trippier has to take more of a defensive role. He's not going to be playing the 46 games he did last year, because that would be mental to make 33-year-old Kieran Trippier play 46 games in a season when you've just brought in Livramento. Whether you're going to play him or Tripp's left back, I don't think it really matters. You still need that rotation. It's going to be very important this season, that rotation. So I think Tonali gets most assists. I think we'll actually break one player getting double assists this year, just with how good we are. I think, especially with Isak bagging like it's no one's business. So yeah, that top assists, I would say Tonali. But I think that's one of the most contested stats you could actually bring up for this team, is who would get the most assists. And then finally, player of the season. Well, personally, I would say Paul Dummett. Obviously, he's going to have a fantastic season. He always does. Best player in the league by far. But if I'm going to be a little bit, I guess, serious and not say Paul Dummett, I don't know why. You wouldn't say Paul Dummett. But I would probably say it's going to be someone like Kieran Trippier would be like the safe option to play. He's going to obviously have a good season. He's one of the rocks at the back, vice captain. But you know, he's probably the shoe-in. He's probably, he's 1-to-1 odds pretty much. Apart from that, I would actually say Elliot Anderson. I would look out for him. I've been saying it, everyone's been saying it. This is Anderson's breakout season, and I think he actually wins player of the season this year. He's going to have to get the game time, whether it's Premier League, whether it's Cups. He's going to get game time in everything. Same with Lewis Miley, same with Joe Willock when he's finally back. He's not quite back yet, but he's getting there. Elliot Anderson's my prediction this year is the dark horse to get player of the season. If he plays like he did in pre-season, I mean, we're winning it all really. Yeah, that's it pretty much. They're my predictions for the season. 5th, win the Carabao Cup, quarter-final of the FA, knockout stages of the Champions League, next knockout stage of the Europa League, Isak 20+ goals, Tonali double number assists, and Elliot Anderson player of the season. So that's everything. We'll be back here, there we go, I'll point to it eventually, on Saturday. As I said, I'll try and bring a vlog your way, but that is everything. So if you did enjoy, go down, hit that like button while you're down there, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, turn those notifications on so you know when I upload tomorrow. That's it. In a bit, pal.